Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going through people try prison food. Let's get into it. So this is going to be a quick one. So I'll try to pause, especially if there's a lot of information on here. And also let me know in the comments below what you think of some of these shorter videos that I'm going to be reacting to. So here we just have some drink, butter, corn, bread, some meatloaf, mashed potatoes, gravy. Seems okay so far.
Looks yummy.
Yeah.
So I got a little vegetarian option for myself.
Look, the gravy's like congealing over everything.
I think this is better than my cafeteria lunch at high school.
Yeah, we never really got meat.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the congealing, obviously. I'm just seeing it here, but it looks like cafeteria food from like school.
We only got like pizza and cheese fries. They were just trying to murder us.
I'll tell you, I'm not a biggest fan.
That is a good point. I think this is even healthier looking than the food that we had in high school or middle school.
Of meatloaf, but if I'm in prison, they don't give a shit.
Do they not care? I'm not sure. Some inmates receive only 2 meals a day. Wow, that's pretty small. Okay, so this is the second one. So I believe the first one was about 1,200 calories. So I see where they could be going with that is that they're trying to have potentially larger balanced meals. And then they just do that twice a day instead of 3 times a day. And so in this one, there's like a banana. I wonder if they're able to like grab some of these things and like take it with them to have later. I'm not entirely sure how that would work. But here we have macaroni salad, coleslaw, water, some breaded fish, and they keep saying or soy patty, so it seems like there is a vegetarian option available to them. A bun and some collard greens.
Hey.
Ew.
This makes me feel at home, actually.
I don't know if I've ever had a fish fillet sandwich.
I don't know what this is.
Oh my god, this is even worse.
Ooh, that's
Wow, they do not appear to be liking that.
bad coleslaw.
I would imagine people like slathering everything in ranch just to make it taste
Definitely.
better.
This is a meal assembled with no real care for the person who's eating it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Prison meals often cost less than $2.50. So for reference, I think this video was made a number of years back. So I think some of the numbers that they're going to be referencing are probably like maybe even 10 years old, 5 to 10 years old, depending on when they got those numbers and exactly the date of this release. $2.50 is very cheap, but I would also expect for homemade meals are definitely on the magnitude of a few dollars in general, though I'm not sure how much of this is actually like homemade or just like prepped or frozen. All right, so here we go. Some more options coming out. Apple, sweet potatoes, baked chicken, or peanut butter and jelly, whole wheat bread, some more water, black beans, spinach. Yeah. Well, it does seem to generally be balanced. Obviously, it's unclear how well seasoned or flavored these things are. But on that point, I would have to imagine there's a variety of age groups in like a prison system. So you probably have some folks that are younger and some folks that are much older. And so this is also something where you probably have people from different backgrounds, maybe different dietary needs. And so you might need to try to go with sort of the lowest common denominator in this situation where you're trying to make the healthiest food you can without potentially having issues for any particular person that's in that grouping. And hopefully they are considering that, I would expect at least.
It's like you had the healthy ingredients and made it unhealthy.
See how long it's taking her to chew that?
I don't even want to swallow it.
If these sweet potatoes are good, then we're in business.
I hate sweet potatoes.
You can't be picky in prison.
These are not the worst. This is not bad.
I feel like this would really bring down morale in prison, just having shitty food all the time.
That's a good point. Having bad food, I'm sure, definitely impacts morale. All right, so this one is just unveiling. Wow, 1.5 million inmates. That's quite a few. Again, this stat is from 2015, so actually quite a bit old. Again, maybe based off of when they collected the statistics, when they were going to make this video. That's quite a few people. I believe I've heard somewhere that like US has some of the largest inmate population out of any developed country, which is really unfortunate overall. I feel like that we should be doing better on that front, especially considering like freedom and liberty are like our core pillars of our society and government.
You lose a lot of freedoms, and the freedom to like good food is one of them, unfortunately.
I think if the food was better, the prisoners would be a little bit happier.
It really reminds me of like school lunch programs, of just trying to feed a lot of people who are stuck where they are as cheaply as possible.
That makes sense. That would be my expectation as well, which is they are trying to serve as many people as they can for as cheaply as possible. We actually paused here on another message. Poor quality food in prisons has caused riots. That I would expect is probably true. I'm sure if in prison you probably have very few things to look forward to, and probably just some variation in your meals is probably some part of that. And so I could see how that is possible. Well, as I mentioned earlier, this was a pretty quick one. Let me know what you all think. I also don't know who's in my audience at this moment. So have you ever tried one of these meals? Are you familiar with maybe standard cafeteria food? Have you actually tried prison food yourself? What did you think about it? Do you see any improvements over time? And if you enjoyed what you saw, please hit like or subscribe, and I will see you around.